A few days ago, we heard that Spotlight raids will be coming to the game and people got a little upset. But I am here to tell you 3 reasons why I think Spotlight raids might be one of the best decisions Scopley has made in a long time. Let's check it out. Number 1 is the rewards. With the Spotlight raids, we have an opportunity to get more T4 ability materials and more Crimson gear. Everybody needs this, right? I'm not upset about that. Are you upset about that? I'm not upset about that. Everybody needs this. In the past, the Apex gear seemed to really take a long time to trickle out, but Scopley is giving us more opportunity to go ahead, get up, and go get it. And no, it's not going to come for free. We got to work for it. In contrast with the Greek raids, the endgame player really doesn't need these character shards. The new player could make use of them, but now with everybody having the boosted accounts, you can go ahead and get the characters that you want. Are we really going to trade an opportunity to get end-game equipment and gear for character shards that none of us are really using, right? We want more Yondu shards, or do you want more Crimson gear? I think we know what the right answer is. Also, I recognize you might be worried about us losing that gold orb. It's just 1 gold orb, but right now gold is crunched. So go to the Player Voice Discord server. The link is in the description. It's always in the description, and let's talk about it. Right, these individuals, they talk to the developers. They can help make sure when the game mode rolls out, it's equitable for all brackets of play. They'll probably just transfer the gold over. That's what I would think. But if you have another suggestion, again, go mention it. The Player Voice is an awesome place. Please do your due diligence to make sure this game mode comes out right. Now let's talk about point number 2, roster agency. I definitely understand the concern, but let's look at what's actually happening. So this is the Gamma raid. Are there any characters, are there any teams there that you find appealing that you should be building in the end game? I don't think so, right? I'm over there on the right side with the Wakandan Infestation Creed area. Like that's terrible. I really shouldn't be putting any power into those teams at all. So we asked that, hey, maybe they should switch up the tags. So they're going to be doing that when it comes to the Spotlight raids. It sounds like they're going to continually change their tags so that we can always have the best characters to use in the situation. Now, when it comes to Incursion raid, we definitely have more agency there. They're bracketed just in the groups like Mystic, Skill, Tech. Obviously, you want the best team, but if you don't have it, you can mix and match. So I think as long as the Incursion raid stays the same, but they make the adjustment to the Greek raids in the form of the Spotlight, that's really going to be a win-win situation. What do you think? There's some ideas floating around that when a new team comes out, it does the showcase like it has right now, and then it will go into the Spotlight raid after that. So that'll give all of our teams extended value. It'll increase their lifespan. The new teams are the strongest, so whatever we're going to use them for, we're reaping the benefits throughout. I think, once again, that's just a good thing. And if they're going to continually be rotating the teams that you need for those raids, right? So let's say you missed out on a team, or you skip a team, or the new vampire team comes out, Gideon's not building that. You won't be stuck in the mud forever. A new team will come along and you'll be able to move forward and progress. Some people are concerned about, well, the alliance leader will have more work trying to iron out these new raids. And I just don't think that's going to be the case. That brings us to point number 3. My guy, I really don't think you can mess this raid up, right? If each lane only takes 2 people, then you know where to go. You know what to do. If you take a quick look, one of the lanes isn't making progress because somebody's not there. You know whose fault that is. You know who's missing. You don't have to track down and find out. Only 2 people are assigned to the lane. So if one guy's doing his job and the other guy's not, you know who's slacking. Depending on the engagement of the alliance, maybe it's more feasible for one person to build team A and another person to build team B. Split the load 50-50. You can work that out with a raid like this. You can coordinate that with a raid like this. If you accept a new member, maybe again, he missed an earlier team. He's just here for team 2. You can put him with somebody who has the first team and you guys can keep moving and don't have to break stride at all. You might ask, well, Gid, what if somebody joins the wrong lane? That's fine. With this setup, it's actually less punishing than ever before, don't you think? The lanes look the same. So whatever ability you have, however deep you're able to get into the nodes is how deep you're able to get into the nodes. So if you join the wrong one, you still can make that same effort. You don't have to switch and say, well, do I have a tech team? Do I have a mystic? Do I have a city team? You don't have to worry about that. You can move and do whatever you were able to do before. In contrast, right, here's my alpha raid on my main account. Who's in the wrong spot here? Somebody's in the wrong spot, right? But it gets confusing trying to, cover all these different lanes. Even, right, I'm an experienced player. I'm playing with experienced people. It gets confusing. The spotlight raids look like this will not happen. So what are we afraid of? I'm not afraid. Are you? It is a new raid. There will be a learning curve. And so we'll have to, yes, outline some strategy, some path. And the alliance leader probably will need to do that. However, if he's already overloaded, then you need to delegate that responsibility. Don't just be a guy that's just sitting around trying to get rewards. Help out. Help share the workload. Offer to draw those raid maps. It's not that hard, especially if all the raid lanes are the same. You guys talk about it, work together, and get it done. That's how successful people win. That's how successful people prosper. It's a team effort. And there's concern that there might be individuals that will be poaching and stealing the best nodes. They're not being a team player. Hey, we're all grown men and women at this point. Show that cat the door. If it's that serious for somebody getting an extra 5 ability materials or something like that, that they're stealing that from the rest of the group, that's not a cat you want on your team anyway. Give them the boot. As always, maybe you have this same concern. The free to play versus the pay to play, the spenders will have an advantage. And again, this is indeed Marvel Strike Force. So yes, the spenders will have an advantage, and they should, right? If they're going to build the teams to be the biggest, baddest, and the best, they should get rewarded for that. But I think Marvel Strike Force has shown that they can make raids with various ability levels, various difficulty levels, and we can find what's right for us and push forward from there. There's been a lot of fear mongering on this topic. That always bothers me. People are getting the community all riled up. And right, so this is some of your biggest content creators right here doing what they do, just getting people riled up. And that's not right. That's not right. So listen, those of us who want to take a better approach, we're not going to be babies about this. We're going to be men, we're going to be women, and we're going to stand up like adults and get something done. We got a new game mode coming with new rewards, new opportunities, new teams. That's all good stuff. So, hey, let's grab a hold of it. Keep and have fun in this game. Take care of yourself and your family. Peace.